Hello, welcome. I am by name Samuel Babatunde, and today we'll be looking at what basic science. Basic science. I believe you've been following the class. Previously on basic science, we discussed about the introduction to basic science, where we saw how basic science is to man. We saw the importance of what science to man. We saw how science has helped mankind, and then also we looked at what we look at the family health, where we talk about personal hygiene, personal cleanliness, how you can take care of your hair, how you can take care of your nails, how you can take care of your body, your skin, to keep yourself clean. We look at all these factors, all these areas, and how all these areas what contributes to the maintaining of what family health. Then we move from there and we looked at what we look considered nutrition, where we look at food, the food we consume, how this food help us to grow, stay healthy, how it improve our mental health. We look at the various classes of food and we discuss about what we discuss about carbohydrates, protein, vitamins, fat and oil, minerals, and then we considered water. And then we look at the importance of food to man. Then now today we're going to be looking at a very, very interesting topic, which is what physical health. A very interesting topic known as what physical health. So we're going to be considering physical health today, physical fitness. Physical fitness. Many of us, when you hear of this word physical fitness, the first thing that comes to your mind is what exercise, exercising your body every day. So be sincere, you're actually correct. When you hear of the word physical fitness, it means what? It's actually relating to exercise. It's actually relating what to exercise. So today we're going to be considering physical health, and I believe that after today's class, you will have a full knowledge of what physical fitness mean, of what physical fitness actually mean. Like I said, I remain what Samuel Babatunde, and we'll be considering the topic physical fitness on basic science. Now, what do you understand by the word physical fitness? Physical fitness is the ability of an individual to perform daily activities without undue fatigue. Now, I want you to know this point. Without what? Undue fatigue. Without undue fatigue. Let me let me highlight it so you understand what I mean. You pick the right word there. Without what? Undue fatigue. Physical fitness is the ability of an individual. Now, your ability to perform your day-to-day activities. If it was during the time, school time now, the ability for you to what? To go to school, you learn, you come back, you do your assignments, and then partake in what? In recreational activities like what? You're skipping, you're playing of football, without what undue fatigue is known as physical fitness. And that's why I say what physical fitness is the ability of an individual to perform daily activities without undue fatigue. That's without undue tiredness. That's what this fatigue means. Without being tired and still have enough energy to enjoy recreational what activities. The ability of you as an individual, the ability of me as an individual to what to carry out my day-to-day activities. If it's teaching, to carry out my teaching work, I do my day-to-day activities without tiredness, and then I still have enough strength, enough energy to enjoy my what, my recreational what activities. Now, what are these recreational activities? These recreational activities are activities that are outside your day-to-day activities. These are activities what that gives you fun. We call them recreational activities. They help to what improve your strength, improve your mental health, improve your physical health. Now, for you to be physically fit, it simply means what? You have enough energy in you after all your day-to-day activities, after concluding every activity you're supposed to do for a day, and you still have this energy in you to enjoy these recreational activities like playing of football, like skipping, like jogging. We call this what? Physical fitness. So we say this person is what? Physically fit. So a physically fit person simply means what? This person has the ability to perform what? His daily activities without what? Any necessary tiredness, and still have enough energy in him and still have enough strength in him to what? To engage in his recreational activities. Like me, for example, my own recreational activities mostly is playing football. So now after my daily activities now, after my daily job now, and I go back to my house, if I still have what this energy in me without tiredness to partake, to enjoy my recreational activities, it is see that what I am physically fit. And that's what physical fitness is all about. The ability of an individual to perform daily activities without undue fatigue and still have what enough energy to enjoy recreational activities. So now we're looking at what the components of physical fitness. When I say components of physical fitness, I mean what the areas of physical fitness. Areas of physical fitness. I say here we have what health related components. That is the component of physical fitness that deals with your health, with the health of the individual. Remember, I say physical fitness means what? The ability to partake in your daily activities without unnecessary tiredness and still have enough energy to do what? To carry out your recreational activity. Now, I want to look at the components of this physical fitness that deals with your health, that is related to your health. And number one here we have what? Your muscular strength. The muscular strength. You have your muscular strength. Number two, muscular endurance. Number three, flexibility. And number four, cardiovascular respiratory endurance. Now I'm going to be breaking this one after the other for us. So just pay attention and follow. Number one says muscular strength. Now we know that the body or the main build of the body is what? Is the muscles. It is the muscle that give us our what? Our body build. When you hear the word body build or bodybuilding, that's what? Your muscle. Now, for you to have enough strength to partake in your what? In your recreational activities after your daily activities depends on the strength of your muscle. It depends on your muscular strength. If you're not that fit muscular, like if your muscles now are not that strong, there are some certain activities you'll be able to perform. Take for instance now, your muscle are not that strong, like your muscular strength is very low, it's limited. You can't engage in what? In strenuous exercises like playing of football or running. So this muscular strength is an aspect or is a component of physical fitness that deals with your health. It's considering your health status. Okay, you can't engage in what? In strenuous activity. So therefore, the muscular strength is a component of physical fitness related to your health. And that's why we put it under what? Health related component. Because your muscular strength is very important. For you to engage in any exercise, for you to engage in any physical exercise, be it football, be it skipping, jogging or running, you must consider what? Your muscular strength. Number two here is what? Muscular endurance. We'll look at muscular strength. Number two is muscular endurance. How well can your muscles endure what? These activities? For how long can you perform these activities? That's what muscular endurance simply means. How well can you perform this activity? Take for instance now, playing of football. How long can you play this football? If you remember, the standard time for playing football, that's the standard time is what? Is 90 minutes. But now, when you look at yourself as an individual, when you look at your health, how well can your muscle what? Endure this what? This activity, this playing of football? Muscular endurance. Some people, this endurance varies. Some people can play football for 30 minutes, some for 15 minutes, some for 20 minutes. So muscular endurance is a very important what? Component of physical fitness that relates to your health. Because if you overstress yourself beyond your muscular endurance, you might end up with collapsing while performing this exercise, which is what? Which is not good. Now we say the person is not physically fit. That's why what muscular endurance is an aspect of what physical fitness. Remember, we say well, physical fitness means what? Engaging in recreational activities after your daily activities without undue tiredness. So your muscular endurance is very important. You need to understand your muscular endurance. You need to understand the duration at which what you can perform these recreational activities. Now, number three says what? Flexibility. Flexibility simply means what? The movements of the joints in what? In all range or in all direction. Some people have the ability to move their what? To move their body, their joints in different direction. But some people don't have this ability. So flexibility is an important aspect of what? Physical fitness. Because you don't compare yourself with another person that can move what? His joints in various direction. and you can't. Because if you try this, you might end up what? Dislocating your joints. So this flexibility is an important aspect of physical fitness. You need to understand that flexibility is very important. You need to understand your what, how flexible your body is, how you can move your joints, your knee joints, your elbow joints, your hip joints, your shoulder joints. So flexibility simply means what? Moving these joints in various directions. And I said what? It varies for individual. Now number 4 is what? Cardiovascular respiratory endurance. The word cardio here simply means what? Heart. Cardio here simply means the heart. So we are combining three things here. Cardio simply means your heart. The vascular simply means the blood vessels, and the respiratory here it simply means what? Your respiratory system. That's the lungs, how you breathe. So combining these three now, we have what? The cardiovascular respiratory endurance. There's some strenuous activities that when you engage yourself in what? It will stress the heart. It will stress your respiratory system. And so therefore, you don't need to undergo what? These activities. Because what? It is health related. If you undergo these activities now, it might lead to what? Heart failure. It might lead to heart failure. So you have to check what? Your cardiovascular respiratory endurance before you take any activity, before you take any exercise. So it's important to check this what? Cardiovascular respiratory endurance. Some people might be asthmatic. And when you're asthmatic like this, there are some certain exercise that you cannot perform. Like playing football. When you're asthmatic, you can't engage in what? In playing football. Because what? The dust that arise from playing this football might affect your respiratory system. And then you go unconscious. So cardiovascular respiratory endurance is a very important aspect of what? Of physical fitness that is health related. Now you've noticed all these things I mentioned now are what? They are health related because they deal with your health. It is very, very important that you put these things into what consideration. Your muscular strength, your muscular endurance, your flexibility, and your cardiovascular respiratory endurance. Now we'll be moving to the what? To the next component of physical fitness, which is what? The performance related or the physical fitness components. Now this one is just dealing is talking about what? Your body action, your body movements. Remember the previous one we did was what? Health related, where you consider your health status as an individual before performing any of these exercises. Because if for every activities you perform, you must ensure that what? It is the right activities that fit your health to avoid what? To avoid any accident or to avoid any unnecessary complications. And the second one is what? The performance related. Now you engage in these activities. How well are you as in do you perform these activities? What is your stand? How do you perform these activities? So performance related, that's why I call it performance related. This is component of physical fitness that deals with your performance, how you perform these activities. And number one here is what? Is balance. Balance. Number one is balance. Balance simply means what? Balance simply means coordinating yourself. That's like keeping your weight, your body or your weights stable while engaging in these activities. Remember, our weight differs. So the ability to what? To control your weight, the ability to maintain balance, the ability to maintain your weight while performing these activities, especially maybe while running, while playing football, ability to what? To maintain balance, to balance yourself in these activities. Some people might engage in some activities and they won't be balanced. They fall as they're carrying out the activities. Some might just be falling, maybe playing football. If any small thing they fall, any small thing they fall, they lack balance. So balance is what is very important. It is performance related. As you engage in these activities, you try to what? You maintain balance. That's what balance. You're balancing yourself. You're making sure what your right arm, your left arm is what is balanced. Making sure your left leg, your right leg is balanced. You're making sure what your weight is what is balanced. So that's balance for you. And it's a what is a component of what physical fitness. We call it a performance related component. Because this component, this balance actually comes to play when you're performing the exercise, when you're performing this what physical activity. An example of recreational activity that also requires balance is what this bicycling. When you're riding bicycle, it also requires balance. You need to balance your weight on the bicycle. as you're cycling, as you're moving with the bicycle, you need to maintain balance. If not, you fall. So you see that what balance is an important part of what physical fitness. Then number two here says what speed. Speed. Speed is the rate at which you move. The rate at which you move. And everybody what has his own speed. My speed, your speed is what is different. Now when I'm engaging in myself in these activities, let me give an instance, running. When we engage in a race, you notice that the speed of everybody differs. Definitely you have the person at the first, second, third position. Why? Because their speed is different. So each and every one of us have a different speed. And like I said, speed is the rate at which we move. So the rate at which I move and the rate at which you move differs. It can never be the same. So you have to understand that okay, my speed is different from this person's speed. So that's why speed is a performance related. Now you can't determine the speed if the person is not performing. So if the person is staying alone, the speed cannot be determined. But when the person starts performing, you now what you discover that okay, this is the speed of this person. That's why we say it is performance related. That's why we group speed, which is a component of physical fitness, under what performance related components. The rate at which you move, the rate at which I move is speed. When I move quickly, you say what this boy is very fast. But when I move slowly, you say what this guy has a what he has a low speed. But when you move very fast, you say what no, he has a very high speed. So that is speed. And some of the activities where speed is very important is what in playing football, you need speed. If you notice that players that play football, they run with their ball. You need speed. Even race, athletics, speed is very, very important in what? In athletics. That's in running. You need what? You need speed. Speed is very, very important. Now, another component, performance related component is coordination. What? Coordination. That is the ability to use what different parts of your body at the same time effectively. Now, coordination here just what simply deals with what the mental health. Now, take for instance a football player. When you're playing football, you use your what? You use your eyes, you use your ear, your legs. Then how do all these things work? Now you use your eye to look at what? To look at your player, your opponent's player, and even your team player. You use your legs to dribble, to move the ball. Use your hand to swing yourself for what? For you to be able to move. This is coordination. The ability to use different parts of your body at the same time, effectively, efficiently. This is what coordination. And coordination is what performance related. Because this can only be tested when you're performing the exercise, when you're carrying out what this activity. So it is when you're carrying out this activity that what this coordination is being tested. That's why we call it what a performance related component of physical fitness. For you to be physically fit, we determine if what you are able to coordinate yourself. So what that is what coordination is all about. Now, number 4 here says what agility. Agility. Agility simply means what? Agility simply means the ability to move quickly or fast. Ability to move quickly or fast, even while in motion. The ability for you to change direction, even in motion, quickly is what we call what agility, and it's performance related because it can only be seen when you are performing what these activities. It can only be seen when you are performing these activities, and that's why we call it what a performance related component. Ability to change direction, to change course, even while in motion. When you are running, the ability for you to what to change your direction while running very fast is what we call agility. So with that, we've discussed about what performance related components of what physical fitness. Now we're looking at the characteristics of a physically fit person. Now when you say a person is physically fit, what do you mean? So these are the characteristics of a physically fit person. A, number one, we say a physically fit person is one, good looking. Yes, your outward appearance. If someone is physically fit, from the person's appearance, you know the person will be good looking, looks smart and healthy. So we say what you are physically fit. Two says resistance to disease. The immune system is there to help us resist various diseases. Now, when a person is physically fit, what happens? This immunity will do what? Will be fit also. Our immune system will be in charge. So what will be resistant to various diseases. Number three says not overweight. When you're physically fit, what your weight is checked. The person won't be obese. Obesity simply means what accumulation of fats in the body. So the person weight will be checked. You will not be overweight. You'll be at the what at the normal weight. And four says can meet with emergency. Yes, these three and four is somehow connected. When you're physically fit and you're not overweight, there are some emergency situations that come that need you to what to act quickly, that need quick action. Now, when you're physically fit, what happens? You'll be able to meet with this emergency. You'll be able to what take this quick action. But a person who is not physically fit, maybe who is sick or has one illness or the other or disability, the person can't meet with this emergency. The person cannot what take quick actions. So that's why we say what ability to meet with emergency is a characteristic of a what of a physically fit person. So for a person to be physically fit, the person must be what good looking, resistant to disease, not overweight, and can meet with what with emergency. Now, what are the importance of physical fitness? What is the importance of physical fitness? What is the importance? What does it like? What is the benefit to gain to be physically fit? It's number one says it makes the body to be at alert. Yes, it makes you to be at alert. Like I said here, can meet with emergency. When your body is at alert, what happens? When emergency situation comes, you have to what take swift action, take quick action because what you are physically fit. But when you are sick, you can't meet your body is not at alert, you can't meet it what emergency. Number two says what it helps to keep the body weight under control. Yes. Remember, we say what we physically fit, it means what not overweight, not overweight. So physical fitness helps you to what to keep the body weight under control. When you engage in physical activities like exercises, when you run, when you play football, what happen? You're burning the body's weight and the fats in your body, you're burning them. You're burning these fats. So it keeps your weight under check and under control. Then three says it decreases heart disease, risk of stroke, colon cancer, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Yes, it decreases heart diseases. When you engage in exercise, what happens? The heart pumps blood rapidly. You're exercising the heart. So it will not give chance for what for disease to attack the heart. So the heart will be free from diseases because what the heart is performing activity. Risk of stroke also will be avoided because now what blood is pumped to various parts of the body. The bloods are moving freely. So stroke is decreased. Diabetes is also decreased. Diabetes simply means what? So much like high blood sugar. When the blood sugar in the body, when your blood sugar is very high, we refer to it as diabetes. Now, when you engage in exercise, what happens is that this glucose that is high in the body, this glucose that's supposed to be high in the body, what to be converted to energy. This glucose will be used up by the body, by the muscles for energy. And so therefore, the risk of diabetes will be reduced. Likewise, the high blood pressure. When you engage in exercise, what happens? The high blood pressure will be what? Will be avoided. So these are the importance of physical fitness. It makes you to be alert. It helps to keep the body weight under control, and it decreases what heart disease and other diseases. Now we're going to be looking at the safety precautions while performing exercises. While carrying out these exercises, what are the things you need to do to ensure that you are safe? What are the things you need to do to ensure your safety? Because it's important that while performing these activities, you are safe. Because if these activities is not safe for you, then what you are endangering yourself to what to accidents. So safety precautions while performing exercises, and this include one, ensuring that you understand the instruments given during the course of the exercise. Yes, if you are doing pole vaults, if you are doing high jump, long jump, you need to understand the instruments used. You need to understand the concept, the principles behind all these exercises. And if you don't, ask your teacher. That's why your teacher is there for you. So when you're carrying out these activities, you need to understand what the activities you're doing. When you're playing football, you need to understand what the principle behind playing this football. And if you don't understand, you ask your teacher or your what instructor. Number two says what? Start slowly and progress gradually to allow your body to adapt. Yes. When you want to engage in exercise, you don't just go and begin to do vigorous exercises. You start bit by bit. You start slowly. When you're running, what you start with jogging. You jog, then you can now what advance to the running because the body is like a machine. The body is like a machine. You need to what progress gradually. You warm the body up. You warm the body. And I call warm up. If you notice football players when they're about to play football, what do? They warm up first of all. They jog. It's called warm up. So you to allow the body what adapt to these processes, and then now you can now start your what exercises fully. So you start slowly and progress gradually. Number three, which is very important, is what wear the appropriate clothing and shoes for your what exercises. Each sport, each activities has its own clothing. So you ensure you wear the appropriate clothing and shoes before carrying out these activities. And most preferably what loose cotton to allow what ventilation so you can be ventilated while performing these activities. So you wear the appropriate clothing. So with this, we've come to the end of today's lesson, and I have a short assignment for you. You have to write out three characteristics of a what physically fit person. Just three characteristics of a physically fit person. Now, before we go, let's just do a recap on the topics we discussed. We discussed about physical fitness, and I gave the definition. That is the ability of a person what to carry out his day-to-day activities without fatigue, without unnecessary tiredness, and still have enough energy to what to carry out his recreational activities. And talk about the components of physical fitness. We say the health-related components and the what performance-related components. Under the health-related component, we talk about the muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, cardiovascular respiratory endurance. Under the performance related, we look at balance, speed, coordination, and agility. And then we look at the characteristics of a fit person. And we say the person must be what? Must be good looking, must be resistant to disease, not overweight. That means the person's weight must be checked and can meet with what? Emergency. And we now say, okay, what is the importance of being physically fit? We say it makes the body to be what? At alert. It keeps the body weight under control, and it decreases what the risk of what of diseases like the heart disease, stroke, diabetes, high blood pressure. And then we look at what safety precautions while performing exercises, and we say what that this is very important because for you to engage in any exercise you must what ensure your safety. It's very important to ensure your safety. And we say for us to ensure our safety, what do? We must ensure we understand the instrument, the principles backing these exercises we're engaging in. We must start slowly and then progress because what our body needs to adapt to these what processes. And then we must wear the appropriate clothing and shoes required for what for this exercise. And I gave you an assignment. I should write out three characteristics of a physically fit person. So with this, we've come to the end of what of today's lesson. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are watching this video on YouTube, and also try to follow us more on what on our class lesson, our Zoom class lesson, because it's very important as it will broaden your knowledge and help you understand the things and what you should know in basic science in preparation for your words for your BCHE exam. Thank you and God bless you.